Another banger of a video,
Yeah,
Brian.
absolutely. I think this one's super important.
This is a good one. If you guys are thinking about moving here, you don't know how to navigate the real estate market,
Yeah,
that's what we're covering.
absolutely. We're talking what? Seller credits, interest rates, negotiation of sales price, all the good stuff.
Yeah, we're giving you statistics too, which is kind of boring,
Yeah.
but
Paints the picture.
we got some pro tips in here. We have some nuggets in there, just with some great information, some great advice.
Yeah.
So,
If you're trying to move out this way, stay tuned.
welcome to the channel, guys.
Or welcome back to the channel.
I'm Joe Hanich.
I am Ryan Chicvara.
Welcome to Living in Reno.
Yeah. We're talking everything, what it's like to eat, sleep, play. Maybe we just saw some guys come kayak right behind us too, actually.
We
so.
talk about everything in Northern Nevada.
Yeah.
The past couple videos we did, we are adding value. We wanted to show you guys some affordable houses in Carson,
Yeah.
in Reno.
Some brand new builds, right?
Exactly.
So
That are right up your alley. In this video, what are we talking about?
we're chatting on how to navigate the Reno real estate market as it currently sits, right?
Exactly. And we're giving it to you guys straight.
Yeah.
We're not beating around the bush with anything.
No.
We're giving you some pros
And some cons, right? There's still, and let's just jump right into it then, right?
Just go.
Number one con that everyone's seeing
In this market.
Yeah. Interest rates, right?
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
The interest rates are high. There's no getting around it. Right now, if you are a top tier buyer, you're looking at 7.5%.
Yeah, and those are the people who've been taking care of their credit score their whole lives.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of debt.
Yeah.
And 7.5%.
We're gonna
is what you're
reward
getting.
you.
Yeah. With 7.5%.
What the
fuck?
Jeez Louise, that's high.
Yeah. So I have seen recently, some as high as even for some of my clients, almost 9%. 8.9% was what they were going to be at before.
If your credit isn't that top tier,
Yeah.
Which is wild. That's why we kind of wanted to go into this video. It has caused a lot of buyers to drop out of the buyer pool.
Yeah, it's just disheartening for a lot of people, but the reason that we wanted to make this video specifically is because Joe and I,
we got ways around it.
As many deals as we've done this year,
thousands?
we have not had
thousands.
If we had done thousands, Joe and I would be shooting this off of a mansion in Tahoe. But
yes,
no, numerous deals for sure,
yeah.
And that is true. We have not negotiated a selling price and or received a credit, right? And so the main thing that we like to talk about are seller credits.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, there's a couple different ways that we've been navigating such high interest rates. The very first one is the purchase price.
Yeah.
Right? We've been able to write offers under the asking price on just about every single offer we've written, and it's been accepted.
Yeah, and if it's not accepted, it's kind of meet in the middle. So
Yeah.
we've done some lowball offers where if it's
Absolutely.
call it a $600,000 house, we're offering $550, knowing that our client's good at $575, and
Yep.
that's typically what we see is meet in the middle, right?
Yep.
So we get what we want, and they feel like they still got us a little bit.
And talk about seller credits, because you just negotiated the heck out of some seller credits
Yeah.
for a buyer of yours.
Yeah, so seller credits, right? If you're a first-time home buyer, you're putting just down that 3.5% down as a down payment. You can get up to 6% of the purchase price as a seller credit.
Yeah. What can you use that for?
And so that goes to recurring and non-recurring closing costs, right?
Yep.
So for the client I just had, it was a $345,000 home out in Fernley. We got a 5% credit for him, which came to about $17,000,
Yeah.
right? We used that for closing costs. He didn't pay a dime other than what that 3.5% was, which came to around 11 grand.
Yep.
That aside, the rest of it went to buy his rate down, and he was going to be at that 8.9% and ended up with about a 6.6 or a 6.5,
Exactly.
6.5%, right?
And I wanted to touch on this one too, because there's some different scenarios here. And we have one of our partner lenders, Chris, an amazing lender. He's broken down so many different scenarios for us. So with these buy downs, you can either do a complete term buy down, right? So for that 30-year term, you're buying down the 7.5 to 6.5, 6%, 5.5, whatever it may be. The most common has been a 2-1 buy down.
Yeah.
You may have heard that term before. And a 2-1 buy down is literally you're going to get 2% lower than what the going rate is at the interest rate at that time for the first year.
Yes.
Right? It's going to be 2% lower. That second year, it's going to be 1% lower than what the current market is. Third year, you're going to be at that
right
standard.
back to what the rate was when you
What
signed
was
that
locked
contract,
in.
right?
Exactly. We can also do a 3-2-1 buy down. Those aren't as common, but it's a possibility.
And same concept, right? But just with that added extra year, 3% instead. And the idea behind that, right, is everyone, fingers crossed, is hopeful that we're going to be seeing some better days, right?
Exactly.
We don't anticipate rates continuing to rise. We anticipate them continuing, or at some point dropping.
Yes.
And then at that point, you would refinance.
Exactly.
So,
The goal within that 3-2-1 or 2-1 is to refinance to a lower interest rate before you get hit at that 7.5%. We've also been able to negotiate inspections, which has been awesome. We've been able to negotiate all three, right? Purchase price, closing costs,
seller credit.
and seller credit.
Yeah. So across the board, and we've seen that even in some of the deals we've done where we've hit all three, right? So if something's sitting, well, let's just jump right into that as well, right? Because we do want to talk about the pros and cons of the current situation, right? So a lot of people are disheartened by the interest rates. But that being said, our market is still moving.
Definitely.
We are not seeing that bubble. We have not seen things bust like people are anticipating. We're actually currently sitting at some new builds out here as well. They're continuing to build.
Everywhere.
They're still getting near their purchase price that they're asking, right?
Asking price,
and so, with all that, did want to mention that first-time home buyers, if you're looking for a house that's $450,000, that is not a fixer-upper.
There's
it's in good shape, right? It's out there, but it's moving quick still, right? So we do want to be realistic. We're not gonna lie to you there and just say, because interests are high, things are sitting around. Things are still moving.
Definitely, and we've seen multiple offers in this market right now. At that lower price point, even at the higher price point. So you have a good location, desirable home, and it's priced accordingly. It's moving quick. We still have a really big demand here in Reno, Nevada, and that's why the home prices really haven't dropped as significant as the rest of the nation. With that being said, the interest rates are high. A lot of buyer pools have been knocked out. So if you do have cash or you're borrowing very little money, now's kind of your time to get in and negotiate as much as you can. And that's where we come in. So obviously, again, we're talking about navigating the Northern Nevada real estate market. The number one thing you need to do is reach out to Ryan and I.
You gotta have a good agent.
You have to have a good agent that can point you in the right direction, know when to push, know when to take, things of that nature. Call us, text us,
email us.
It's
us on the other end.
We're the freaking guys. Let's jump into some statistics right now of what's going on locally. So we just wanted to look at the MLS single family residences. So not condos, not townhomes. And in Reno and Sparks right now, we currently have 846 listings. The lowest price is $250 and the high is $15.9 million. With a median sales price of
$585,000, right? So some of that stuff, obviously, I think we've seen some higher median sales prices that are buoyed by some of those crazy large houses, right? Because there's just not as much on the market right now. So
your median days on market is 46. Again, that's pretty standard. 45-day escrow is pretty standard. So things aren't sitting as long as people are anticipating and thinking at the moment.
When things are moving quick, 30 days feels pretty quick. 45 is pretty standard, especially in this market, as we've touched on, seller credits, all that different stuff. When you're trying to get that done on the back end with lending and all the different stuff, cross the T's, dot the I's. 45 days does go quick, but it's pretty standard right now.
Definitely. And we have about 13 weeks of inventory. So what is that? About a little over 3 months. So it's still a seller's market, right? 3 months of inventory isn't that much. And what about Carson City?
Carson City, let's go down that way. So they have 98 active listings right now with an average days on market of 49. And median sold price, right? We wanted to go median sold there instead of median sales price because there's some bigger houses again. Median sold right now is $430,000 down there.
Which is great. Which is great. Again, these are single family homes, no condos, no townhomes, anything like that. And the market, it's not for everybody right now, right? And if you're talking to agents and they're saying you should, it's always a great time to buy. It's not always a great time to buy.
It may or may not make sense for you, but it's definitely possible still. So wanted to get into that just because, once again, We know interest rates have scared so many people off, but there are tons of programs out there.
Definitely.
Shout out once again to Chris, because he's our guy, and as much as we can explain this to you, he's got the numbers directly there for you. We always recommend as well, that's number one. If you're looking to buy a home,
Get
pre-approved.
pre-approved.
Get pre-approved, because
Definitely.
it's all hypotheticals. It's all
And Ryan and I are talking about any price point with that, right?
Yeah,
We've had
absolutely.
a lot of retirees who are selling their homes, moving up here, taking out a small loan, and borrowing little. We have clients who are paying cash. We have clients that are taking a loan for the entire property.
Yeah.
So if you know, whatever parameter you're falling in, reach out to us if you're thinking about it. We can get you connected with Chris. We can talk numbers, get the pre-approval, and then really that's just our playbook.
Yeah.
So then it opens up options for you guys and for us to do our jobs the best that we can.
But yeah, I think we've covered everything there. Kind of want to leave this one short, but just let everyone know that there are still opportunities out there, and that we're your guys.
Enjoy the view behind us. The Truckee River right here.
Yeah.
The other side of Idlewild Park. We got a magpie.
We've got a celebrity guest in the video today.
Grab a rock. But thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, till the next time.